Welcome back. Hello again.
Hi.
I are Paul. This are Riley. And Riley's gonna take over. She's gonna do the Riley report.
Yeah, we got Discord. 3.
It's from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, right? Not that I know anything about any of that. I don't know.
I don't know if it's from Friendship is Magic, but it's from one of them.
It isn't?
I don't know if he was in the series.
Or he was in the series.
First movie.
We're about to
well,
get
he was in the series, but I don't know if he was in the first movie.
We're about to get attacked by a cat.
Yeah.
And was this in the series?
No.
Get it? Go get it. Everything. He just destroyed everything. So he's in the movie. I was pretty sure. I don't know.
If he's not in the first movie, because I used to watch the first movie on my iPod all the time.
You guys tortured me and made me watch this. This stuff was easier to watch than Pokemon.
Pokemon. Hey,
Pokemons
I like
can
Pokemon.
get mind-numbing after a while.
I still watch it. I'm a child.
Funko used to do these?
Yeah,
Is that right?
these two are Funko and that one's Hasbro.
Of course it's Hasbro. Like, Hasbro owns everything nowadays. They bought out Kenner, they bought out Mattel, they bought out my childhood.
Well, these two are like exactly the same. They're just like color variations. They're literally exactly the same.
And those are the ones that Funko did.
Yeah.
Now, y'all had the whole line of different Funko. Mm-hmm. You usually had the oddity characters. Not the oddity My Little Pony, but the odd array of characters. So like I know your sister had the Doctor, which is I think he was unofficial.
Yeah.
And
I think he was in.
Was he? But I think he's unofficial. I don't think like Hasbro acknowledges them.
Yeah.
Because it's the same with Derpy. Like Hasbro doesn't acknowledge Derpy as being Derpy. The fans acknowledge Derpy as being Derpy, and I know you guys had Derpy. What's this guy? They're all triplicates?
Also Discord, but he's different. He's got like his big old chair. He comes out of the chair.
Mm-hmm. I like the chair too.
Yeah, the chair's really cool.
And Dusty.
Yeah, and Dusty. His wings are on like little balls, so they move and they also pop out. And then there's just like a little divot in there.
Well, it's fine because then when he's sitting on the thing,
you can take his wings off if you want. Pretty much everything comes off. Like his coffee cup comes out of his hand, and the umbrella comes out. I can't get it back on.
He doesn't have any alternatives to. Sometimes they give you alternatives to put in.
He's never had any, but the umbrella.
Hasbro.
The umbrella pops off, and then you can pull this out of his hand.
Can you put the umbrella the right way? You could actually probably put the umbrella the right way, but then you wouldn't be able to hold it. I guess. Fun character.
Yeah, I like Discord. He's like the only one that I like.
Mm-hmm. Leave it to Riley to pick one that's not a pony.
Well, sucks to your ponies. I like Discord. He's chaotic. I like chaos. Chaos is my favorite thing. There's just like a nub.
I don't know why you're showing me.
Yeah. Well, I was like trying to figure out the best way to say it because you quite literally just shove the nub in the chair right up his ass. And he's actually really hard to get on there, and then he doesn't stay.
Kind of interesting that Hasbro went the direction of actually making Staction figures to make statues. I mean, I guess they made that with the Black Series centerpiece figures. And I don't know if Funko kept producing these after these, like if they were producing conjunction or one canceled the other one out.
I have no idea. These ones...
they were all made to be statues. They weren't made to be toys, and I remember buying them for you guys for collectors.
This is 2014 on it, these ones. I don't know if he says anything.
2014. And
2015.
Wow. 1 year later.
A whole year later.
But I remember buying you guys these for display only. And if you want My Little Ponies, we'll get you My Little Ponies because the statues were a little bit more heftier in price. They're also located at the collector's part of the store. And you all always played with them anyway.
Hey, we liked them.
I believe people had broken tails. I don't remember how many times we've glued tails together.
Oh, yeah. We had to do that a lot. All their tails always fell off.
Actually, you know what? I think they. Well, I don't know if it's Funko. It could very well be Hasbro because Kyra this past Christmas got a set of the collectors. She has the Optimus Prime. So they did the everything that has. I think it is the Hasbro run. They just did these types of statues, and I know she has the My Little Pony that's painted up like Optimus Prime. She has the My Little Pony D&D set. So it's the Rogue and the Barbarian and stuff, and they're all painted like the D&D characters, but they're all ponies. What are the two? There's the sun and the moon, or the day and the night.
Princess Luna.
Princess Luna.
She's my favorite.
And isn't the other one Celestia?
The Celestia's the queen.
There's one that's black and one that's white.
Yeah.
Luna.
Luna Moon.
Luna Moon is the black one.
Yeah, she's.
And what's the white
Luna.
one?
I'm pretty sure that one's Celestia.
Celestia. I've seen them. I've
she's
seen
like
them
the
like
queen.
this. I've seen them like this, and I was gonna get you one like a
Why
couple
didn't
years
you?
ago. I don't know, but I just didn't have the funds at the time.
Yeah.
I believe somebody made me buy a action figure for myself instead that year.
Which then got chewed on by the cat.
It did.
Thanks, Bryce.
Can we go back to My Little Ponies
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
You not only read the TV series. I know, like every time we went to comic book shops, that was your go-to. You always got the IDW runs of My Little Pony. I don't even know if you ever got like complete story arcs. I know like every time you'd get
I
like
used to get something different. Like
23 and 64 and 45 and
The funniest part is I still understood what was going on.
you just connected the dots. I know a lot of them that we got were the alternate covers too that had Doctor Who's on it and Derpy and the fan celebrated stuff. Somebody drew you Luna at one of the conventions, the cover. So, all right, Riley, wrap this show up. I think I'm going to have you do this more often. You're going to have to do like the next 2 episodes. They're all on you.
I mean, in all, they're pretty cool.
For collectors, would you advise people to look them up? Look up the Funko versions?
I mean, yeah.
Do you prefer this one over that one, or that one over that one? Or?
I love this one, probably because he's different and like.
He's bigger and he's more detailed. And
Yeah, but I still like these ones. Like, they're cool.
I made fun of them because they're really molded. It's very simple, so they look like cucumbers. They just look like a big,
He kind of does
big
look
hot
like
dog.
cucumber.
They're just
Yeah,
straight and narrow. There's no interest to them. So there's no molding to make them interesting and stuff. Whereas this guy, he's got attitude. He looks like he can yell at you for putting
He's
up
just-
too much cream in his coffee or something.
His whole thing is he's just like chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
So he just wreaks havoc on everything, and everyone loves him, but they all like hate him because he does like horrible stuff all the time. He's like the villain without meaning to be the villain, you know?
So it's kind of like a Doctor Doom kind of situation.
Yeah.
Or even Thanos. I mean, he's a villain, but he's got his own point of view. His own point of view isn't wrong. It's not right either, but it's not wrong.
Like
he's misguided.
He means to do good, but he still does things that like everyone else has to go and fix his mistakes and then tell him like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
No. Stop it. No.
Bad
No.
lion, bird, dragon.
Friendship is magic.
Yeah. But I mean, he's pretty cool. I don't watch My Little Pony anymore, but they're
I
still.
I think Friendship is Magic is done for. I think
Yeah.
everything went to Celestia, or not Celestia, for that High School High or whatever.
Twilight.
You were watching. You started watching that when I came on, and it's just like, all right, I draw the line when they
Yeah,
make
that
them
was
humanoid. They're like
dumb.
humanoid horses.
And they made
like,
Spike a freaking dog. Like, you made the horses humans. Why didn't you just keep him a
I
dragon?
don't know. And I'm like, you know what? I'm out. You know, the line was drawn at Friendship is Magic and stuff. And it's like, you know, I forced you guys to watch Generation 1 Transformers and G.I. Joe. So it's like, I can take what I dish out a little bit. And then you made me watch, it was the High School High or whatever.
I watched it like one time and I hated it.
And I remember even looking in the toy aisle and like, why? Like,
Yeah.
because you got Barbies and then you have My Little Ponies like in the pink aisle, and then you had like these hybrids like in between, and it's like, why?
Yeah. I don't
Not
know.
to disparage anybody that likes that, but it
Yeah.
wasn't. That's not for. This side of the table.
That's not an us thing.
Any final words? Any closing thoughts? All right.
Discord's pretty cool.
Discord's pretty cool.
Yeah.
See you at the next episode. They're coming to get us.
Oh no, we've got too many My Little Ponies.
He wasn't Christopher Eccleston. He wasn't.
I've never been into Doctor Who.
Shit. Yeah, you've watched them.
I did.
You
I have
watched
watched
them.
them, but I don't remember what
I don't
happened.
know. I gave up after a while.
Yeah.
They cycled them out too fast for me.
Okay, well, how did we get onto Doctor Who from
Because
My Little Pony?
Doctor Hooves.
I remember
He was the
Kyra
doctor.
used to be really mad because the dog like chewed on him, and he had like dog teeth marks.
I have somewhere around here the one and only Funko Pop that I only ever collected. I don't collect Funko Pops at all. I don't go for them.
I like Funko Pops.
I think they're way overdone. There's just too many of them now.
They're so cool.
But somewhere around here, the one and only Funko Pop that I bought and owned was Wolverine.
Fungo Pop.
Fungo Pop was Wolverine. And yeah, he's only a head because the dog ate the body. So there's just a head. And I don't know why I kept the head. I just should have just thrown the whole damn thing away. I think I was like, well, maybe I can model a body out of it someday, like, you know, with my lack of skill. So you stick the chair nub right up his butthole.
Yeah.
Because he's got a butthole.
Yeah.